In a remote African village, where children once had little hope of an education, a new chapter is about to unfold. Cristiano Ronaldo, known for his legendary football career, takes on a mission far beyond the pitch, building a school that will change the lives of an entire community. What began as a vision of hope soon becomes a tangible reality, as local workers and villagers unite to create a place where dreams can be realized. Through the determination and generosity of one man, this school becomes a symbol of empowerment, opportunity, and the belief that education can break the cycle of poverty. As the ribbon is cut and children enter their new classrooms for the first time, the future is rewritten. Ronaldo's legacy now stretches far beyond football, reminding us that every act of kindness can spark a revolution of hope. This is not just about building walls, it's about building futures. Join us on this incredible journey of transformation, where one school changes everything. In today's world, where athletes are often admired for their on-field achievements, Cristiano Ronaldo stands out not only for his footballing talent, but also for his generosity and commitment to making a difference. Known as one of the greatest football players of all time, Ronaldo's impact stretches far beyond the confines of stadiums and trophies. His dedication to philanthropy is evident in the numerous charitable causes he supports, with one of his most significant contributions being his involvement in education. This story begins in a rural African village, far from the bright lights of football stadiums and the glamour of major cities. Here, the community faces challenges that are common in many parts of the world: limited access to quality education and scarce resources. But even in such an environment, hope persists. Ronaldo has recognized the importance of education as a powerful tool for change, and, in partnership with local organizations and leaders, he has set out to provide a solution. His goal is simple: to build a school that will provide children in this village with the opportunity to learn, grow, and achieve their dreams. This is not just an act of charity, it is a lasting commitment to uplifting an entire community. The camera zooms in on a rural African village, offering a glimpse into the daily life of its residents. The village is a place where time seems to move slowly, and the simplicity of life is both beautiful and challenging. The landscape is expansive, with vast fields and modest homes built from local materials. Children run barefoot along dusty paths, and adults are seen engaging in daily chores, creating a sense of community despite the hardships they face. This village, like many others in rural Africa, is marked by a lack of access to resources, particularly education. The absence of proper infrastructure means that children often don't have a school to attend or must walk long distances to find one. For many, school is a distant dream, not a reality. Education is often seen as a luxury that is out of reach for most, especially for those living in such isolated areas. The village is filled with hope, but that hope is often tempered by the grim reality of limited opportunities. As the camera pans through the village, we hear the sounds of local children laughing and playing, but there is also an underlying sense of struggle. Parents express their wishes for their children to receive a proper education but often feel helpless in the face of limited resources. The village elder, or a local leader, is seen speaking with a group of villagers about the impact that education could have on their children's futures, but they all share the same concern: the community simply doesn't have the means to provide it. This scene sets up the emotional core of the story, highlighting the gap between the villagers' aspirations and their current circumstances. The struggle of wanting something better for their children, yet facing insurmountable challenges, creates a sense of urgency and need. The audience is introduced to the context of the village's situation, why the school is so desperately needed, and is prepared for the arrival of Ronaldo and his promise to help. The scene also conveys the community's unity and resilience, as despite the hardships, the villagers hold on to the hope that things could one day improve. By showcasing the village's challenges and the daily lives of its residents, this scene serves as a powerful introduction to the larger narrative of change that will unfold, making the audience emotionally invested in the outcome. The narrative transitions to a more personal and reflective moment, focusing on the perspective of a village elder or a local leader. The scene begins with a close-up of the elder sitting in a simple but dignified setting, perhaps under a tree, or in a small community gathering space. This elder, often seen as the figure of wisdom and authority in rural communities, serves as a representative of the village's collective voice. The environment around him is peaceful, but there's a clear sense of pride and weariness in his demeanor. As the camera shifts to show the elder speaking, the background is filled with sounds of village life, the hum of daily activity, children's laughter, and distant conversations. The elder's words carry the weight of years spent witnessing the struggles of his community, and as he begins to speak about the lack of access to education, the tone of the scene shifts. There's a quiet seriousness to his voice, underscored by a sense of longing for change. He explains the realities of life in the village, how many children have been deprived of an education due to the lack of schools, infrastructure, and even basic learning materials. In his speech, the elder reflects on the deep desire of the parents in the village to see their children grow beyond the limitations imposed by their environment. He talks about the dreams they have for their children, dreams of a better life, one filled with opportunity, knowledge, and empowerment. However, the elder emphasizes that these dreams have been out of reach due to the lack of facilities and resources. Education, he explains, is seen as the key to breaking the cycle of poverty in the village, but it has always felt just out of reach. The elder's words express both a quiet desperation and a glimmer of hope. Hope that perhaps, just perhaps, this might be the moment that things begin to change. The scene also highlights the importance of community leadership in these rural areas. The elder is not just a figurehead. He is an active participant in advocating for the well-being of the children and the future of the village. His role as a spokesperson amplifies the collective hopes and struggles of the entire community. The inclusion of this interview serves to humanize the story, giving the audience a deeper emotional connection to the village's plight. Through the elder's eyes, the audience gains insight into the village's longing for educational transformation, creating a bridge to the next part of the narrative, Cristiano Ronaldo's involvement in building the school. The elder's interview is more than just an explanation of the village's circumstances. It's a powerful call to action. By speaking directly to the camera and sharing the community's vision for a better future, the elder invites the audience into the heart of the story. His words set the stage for the promise of change that will follow, and his faith in the transformative power of education lays the emotional groundwork for the rest of the narrative. This scene encapsulates the essence of the village's struggles and aspirations, and the audience is left with a sense of anticipation for the help that is about to arrive. A pivotal moment in the story, where the narrative shifts from the struggles of the village to the hopeful arrival of Cristiano Ronaldo, bringing with him the promise of change. This scene is designed to create a sense of excitement and anticipation as the villagers finally see their dreams of education begin to take form. The camera first captures the arrival of Ronaldo in the village. The scene is charged with energy as villagers gather in anticipation of his visit. The surrounding landscape, which was previously shown in its simplicity and quietness, now feels charged with excitement. Children run ahead, eagerly looking for a glimpse of the famous footballer, while adults pause in their work, looking up with hope and curiosity. The contrast between the calm, everyday life of the village and the rare event of Ronaldo's visit highlights the significance of this moment. Ronaldo's presence is not just about him as a celebrity, but about the hope he brings to the community. As Ronaldo steps out of his vehicle, the crowd erupts in applause, and the camera focuses on his interaction with the villagers. He is warmly greeted by community leaders, including the village elder from the previous scene, who seems both honored and deeply moved by Ronaldo's gesture. Ronaldo's humility is evident as he shakes hands with the villagers, takes time to engage with the children, and speaks with the adults about the village's needs. Despite his fame, Ronaldo remains down-to-earth and approachable, taking the time to listen to the concerns of the community. His presence, though fleeting, is symbolic of a future that holds more promise for the village's children. In his interactions, Ronaldo makes it clear that he understands the importance of education. He speaks with passion about his belief in education as a universal right and how it is the foundation for building a better future. He shares a message of hope and encouragement, explaining that the school they are about to build will not only provide education but will also be a place where children can dream big and work toward a brighter future. His words are powerful, and as he speaks, the villagers, especially the children, listen intently, absorbing every word. The camera captures a few poignant moments of Ronaldo bending down to speak with the children. The children's eyes are wide with excitement, some of them shyly smiling, while others seem to hold their breath, not quite believing that the famous footballer is standing before them. This connection between Ronaldo and the children is crucial, as it emphasizes the transformative power of his involvement. His visit is not just a photo opportunity or a fleeting moment of celebrity, it's a deeply human connection, a reminder that these children, who may have felt overlooked and forgotten, are worthy of attention and investment. As the scene progresses, Ronaldo and the village leaders walk together, discussing the specifics of the school project. The camera shows the planning process, with blueprints of the school being spread out on a table and discussions taking place about the resources needed for the construction. There's a sense of collaboration, as Ronaldo listens attentively to the leaders and offers his support in whatever way he can. This not only shows his commitment to the cause but also positions him as a partner in the community's growth, not just a benefactor. This scene is significant because it marks the moment where hope begins to turn into action. The villagers, having been promised a school by Ronaldo, now see that their dream is becoming a reality. The emotional weight of this moment is palpable, as the children and their families start to believe that their lives will soon be transformed through education. Ronaldo's visit signifies a tangible step forward, and the anticipation of the school's construction becomes a symbol of possibility. The scene also illustrates the power of individual action, how one person, using their platform and resources, can inspire and create lasting change in a community that so desperately needs it. Ultimately, Scene 3 captures the blend of excitement, gratitude, and hope that the villagers feel upon meeting Ronaldo. His visit is not just about his celebrity status, but about the promise of a new beginning for the community. It sets the tone for the rest of the story, as the school project moves from vision to reality, and the lives of the village's children are forever changed by the opportunity to receive an education. The next phase of the story, the actual construction of the school. This segment focuses on the physical transformation of the village and the collaborative efforts that take place to build the educational facility. It's a scene full of hope, hard work, and determination, symbolizing the community's collective effort to create a brighter future for the children. The scene opens with wide shots of the village, where the land is being prepared for the new school. The landscape, once defined by its simplicity and quietness, is now buzzing with activity. Workers, both locals and hired professionals, are seen clearing the land, gathering materials, and preparing the foundation for the school. The sounds of construction are all around, hammering, digging, and the hum of machinery, indicating that the dream is starting to take physical form. The juxtaposition of the initial tranquil setting of the village with the growing hustle of construction conveys the shift from aspiration to reality, making it clear that this is a pivotal moment in the community's journey. In this scene, we also see a strong sense of collaboration between the local villagers and the construction team. The community is deeply involved in the process, with many villagers taking on hands-on roles in the building of the school. Some are seen carrying bricks, mixing cement, or helping with the installation of walls and windows. This collective effort emphasizes the village's sense of ownership over the project. It is no longer just Ronaldo's dream, it is the community's dream, and they are actively participating in making it a reality. The unity and shared purpose in this scene are powerful, highlighting the importance of community involvement in transformative projects. The camera captures moments of camaraderie among the workers, showing smiles, laughter, and determination. There is a sense of pride in the air as they contribute to something that will benefit not just their children but future generations. It's a testament to the power of collective action, how when people come together with a shared goal, they can achieve great things. The community's dedication to the school project also serves as a reflection of their belief in the potential of education to break the cycle of poverty. For the villagers, the school represents more than just a building. It's a symbol of opportunity and progress. As the construction progresses, the camera zooms in on the details: workers laying bricks, carpenters crafting wooden frames, and teachers and parents organizing materials for the school's interior. These shots are interspersed with wide-angle views of the construction site, showing how quickly the school is coming together. The image of a building slowly rising from the ground serves as a visual metaphor for the transformation that the village is undergoing. One brick at a time, the village is being reshaped, not just physically, but socially and culturally as well. At the same time, there are moments where the camera focuses on the children of the village, watching the progress with wide eyes and eager faces. They gather around the construction site, excited to see the walls of their future school going up. Some of them even help by carrying small materials or fetching tools for the workers. Their involvement in the process symbolizes the deep connection they have with the project, as they are not passive recipients of this gift. They are active participants in the shaping of their own futures. This connection between the children and the physical construction of the school strengthens the emotional impact of the scene. The scene is also interspersed with shots of Ronaldo, who is seen visiting the construction site frequently, offering encouragement and support to the workers and the community. His presence is a reminder that his commitment to the project is ongoing. He's not just involved at the beginning, he's here every step of the way, making sure the school is being built to the highest standard. Ronaldo's continued involvement in the project reassures the villagers that this is not just a one-time act of charity, but a long-term investment in their future. His engagement serves to inspire the workers and further solidifies the bond between him and the community. As the scene draws to a close, the camera pulls back to show the near completion of the school. The building stands tall and strong, with walls and windows in place, and the final touches being applied. The sight of the almost finished school serves as a visual representation of hope, a tangible sign that the dreams of the village are becoming a reality. The scene ends with a sense of accomplishment, pride, and anticipation as the villagers prepare for the grand opening. The school is no longer just an idea. It is about to become a space where children will learn, grow, and begin to unlock their full potential. This scene is essential because it shifts the focus from the emotional and aspirational aspects of the project to the physical, hands-on efforts that make it possible. It reinforces the themes of collaboration, hard work, and community involvement, while highlighting the transformative power of education. The construction of the school becomes a symbol of collective hope and determination, and as the project nears completion, the promise of a better future for the children of the village feels closer than ever before. A sense of culmination and triumph as the long-awaited day for the opening of the school finally arrives. The camera captures the village in full celebration mode, with flags, banners, and decorations marking the occasion. The air is filled with excitement and joy as the villagers gather for the opening ceremony. The community, who had worked so hard to make this dream a reality, is filled with pride as they prepare to witness the official unveiling of the school. There is a palpable sense of unity and accomplishment as children, parents, and village leaders come together to mark this momentous event. The day is filled with speeches, music, and performances by the children, all expressing gratitude and joy. The camera focuses on the faces of the villagers, capturing their smiles, laughter, and expressions of disbelief as they watch the transformation that has taken place in their community. Ronaldo, as the guest of honor, stands before the gathered crowd, his presence further adding to the significance of the moment. As he takes the stage, the audience erupts in applause. He gives a heartfelt speech, emphasizing the importance of education and expressing his belief in the children's potential to achieve greatness. His words resonate deeply with the villagers, many of whom had never imagined such a day would come. With the ceremonial ribbon in hand, Ronaldo is joined by community leaders and children as they cut the ribbon, officially opening the school. This symbolic act marks the beginning of a new chapter for the village. The camera captures the joy and excitement of the children as they rush into the school, eager to start their education. The opening ceremony serves as a turning point in the story, symbolizing the fulfillment of a dream and the beginning of a brighter future for the village's children. Focus to the interior of the newly built school, where the atmosphere is filled with anticipation and excitement. The camera moves through the classrooms, showcasing the vibrant, welcoming environment that has been created for the children. The walls are decorated with colorful educational posters, and each classroom is equipped with desks, chairs, and blackboards, resources that were once out of reach for these students. Teachers are seen engaging with the children in lively lessons, fostering a sense of curiosity and learning. The children, who had previously been deprived of formal education, are now actively participating in lessons, raising their hands to answer questions, and engaging with their peers. The scene is filled with energy as the students interact with their new environment, which represents a world of possibilities and opportunities that were previously unavailable to them. The camera captures their wide-eyed excitement as their dreams of learning and achieving are finally becoming a reality. The teachers, too, are filled with a sense of purpose and fulfillment, knowing that they are part of something much bigger than just teaching a lesson. They are shaping the future of these children. The classroom is not just a space for learning academic subjects, but also for personal growth and empowerment. The children are not only learning how to read and write, but are also discovering the potential within themselves. The scene emphasizes the transformative power of education, as the children's faces light up with each new concept they grasp. For them, this school is not just a building. It is a gateway to a better life, one filled with hope and opportunity. As the camera pulls back, the viewer is left with a powerful image of a classroom full of children, all embarking on a journey of education that will change the course of their lives forever. This scene encapsulates the heart of the project, how the school will empower the next generation to break free from the limitations of their circumstances and dream beyond what was once possible. Focusing on the long-term impact of the school on the village and its children. As the years pass, the camera shows the children who once sat in the newly built classrooms, now growing into young adults with greater confidence and purpose. Some of the students, who are now teenagers, are seen excelling in their studies, participating in extracurricular activities, and even mentoring younger students. The school has become a hub of knowledge and opportunity, and its influence has extended beyond just education. The children who once lacked access to learning are now envisioning careers, setting goals, and dreaming of futures that would have seemed impossible before. The camera lingers on the faces of the students, now filled with pride and determination, as they talk about their aspirations to become doctors, engineers, teachers, and leaders. The school, once a symbol of hope, has now become a catalyst for change, creating a ripple effect that will benefit not only the students, but the entire community for generations to come. The camera then shifts to show the broader impact on the village. The newly educated generation is slowly transforming the community. Parents, once worried about their children's future, now see them as the agents of progress and change. The elder from the earlier scenes, who had spoken about the need for education, is now seen beaming with pride as he observes the students' achievements. The village itself has begun to prosper in small ways, with new businesses, improved infrastructure, and a general sense of optimism. The school has not only provided education but has sparked a sense of self-belief and possibility within the entire community. The scene closes with a wide shot of the village, showing how the once isolated and underdeveloped area is now thriving, with the children running freely and confidently through the streets. The impact of Ronaldo's initial investment has rippled through the village, showing that the power of education is transformative and lasting, changing the trajectory of an entire community for good. Emotional moment that ties together the narrative, emphasizing the enduring legacy of Ronaldo's contribution and the profound impact it has had on the village. The scene begins with a panoramic view of the village, now thriving and bustling with activity, a stark contrast to the quiet, underdeveloped place it once was. The camera lingers on the school, standing proudly in the heart of the village, a symbol of progress and hope. It is a serene, almost cinematic shot, with children playing and studying around the school, their laughter and voices filling the air. The sun sets in the background, casting a warm golden hue over the village, further symbolizing the new dawn brought by education. This moment captures the essence of what has been achieved, a lasting change that is visible not just in the infrastructure, but in the hearts of the people. As the camera zooms in, we see Ronaldo, now visiting the village once again, standing quietly and observing the school and the children. His presence is more reflective this time, as he watches the students, now excelling and making their way through their studies. There is a sense of fulfillment and pride in his eyes, knowing that his decision to invest in education has created ripples of change that will continue for generations. The elder, who had initially spoken about the need for education, is seen next to Ronaldo, nodding in appreciation of what has been accomplished. They exchange words, and the elder expresses his deep gratitude for Ronaldo's vision and commitment to the community. Ronaldo, in turn, acknowledges the hard work and perseverance of the villagers, recognizing that the true transformation has been a collective effort. The scene transitions into a montage, showing various moments of the village over time. Older students graduating, children learning with enthusiasm, parents working together to support the school, and the vibrant sense of community that has developed. This montage encapsulates the journey from the early days of struggle to the present moment of triumph. It also highlights the importance of education in breaking barriers, creating opportunities, and building a future full of possibilities. The final shot is of the children looking toward the horizon, hopeful and filled with ambition, their lives forever altered by the school and the opportunities it has provided. As the camera fades to black, the words, "Change begins with education," appear on the screen, serving as a poignant reminder of the transformative power of knowledge and the lasting legacy that one act of kindness can create. The story closes on a note of optimism and inspiration, leaving the audience with a sense of hope for the future.